Hello, I want to actually welcome you all to today's smile therapy section. So we are going to be observing interesting smile therapy, and I'm going to be reading out jokes to you. So if you hear anyone that cracks you up, please feel free to laugh. Thank you. So today's the first joke on my list here is titled "Our auntie is mad." Our auntie is mad. So this is saying, having flogged him for his poor performance in an English language test. Now, teacher, you are just such a dummy. You can't even make a simple sentence in your test. The student now said, how about auntie? Auntie now responded, shut up. Okay, make a sentence with mad. The student now said, our auntie is mad. The following day, Abuz was expelled from the student was expelled. Oh, that was hilarious. So the next joke here is titled Good Morning. Good morning. So this is actually a conversation between two students on WhatsApp. So these two students names Apples and Yo. So Apples results are out. Come, let's go and see the results. Yo now said, I'm with my dad. If you see mine, please message me. If it's bad, say good morning to you. If it's very bad, then say good morning to you and your dad. Later, Apples now said good morning to you, your family, and your whole village. What does that supposed to mean? That means you failed woefully. Like, I don't understand. That was hilarious. The next joke here is titled Math Challenge. The following conversation ensued between Amos and his teacher in classes. Teacher now said, answer this math problem. If your father earns 1,000 naira a week and gives half of your mother, what will you have? Amos now said, a heart attack. This is hilarious. A heart attack, like a serious heart attack. The next joke here is titled Marriage Demo. Abos bring his wife, his best friend home for dinner unannounced at 7:30 p.m. after work. His wife begins screaming at him and his friend just sits and listens in. The wife now said, the dishes are not done. The house is a mess. There's no grocery and I can't be bothered with cooking tonight. Why the hell did you bring him home? The husband now responded, because he's thinking of getting married and I promised to show him a demo. That was hilarious. The next one here is titled Difference between horses and zebra. The teacher asked a student, can you differentiate between a horse and a zebra? The student said, yes, sir. The teacher now brings a picture of a horse. Which one is this? The student responded, this is a horse, sir. The teacher said, excellent. Now brings a zebra, and which one is this? The student now said, it's still a horse, sir, but now it's wearing pajamas. Okay, let's continue. The next story here is titled Drop Me at Benin. An old woman was traveling from Aba to Lagos to visit her daughter for Omogo. When she fell asleep on the course of the journey, when she woke up, she asked the person sitting next to her where they were, and she was told that the bus was now at Ogun State, very close to Lagos. The old woman shouted, ranted, and cursed the driver that she had passed. The bus was supposed to stop her at Benin. It was a very big chaos until the entire passengers decided to consider the old woman and sacrifice their own comfort by allowing the driver to turn back and drop the woman at Benin. The woman finally calmed down and thanked everyone for considering her. When they reached Benin, the old woman didn't get down. She simply brought out her medicine bottle, took 2 pills and swallowed. She looked at the driver and said, thank you, driver. You can now continue. My daughter said I should take the medicine when I reach Benin. What the hell? What the hell? This is frustrating. This is So the next joke here is titled Principal Daughter. Okay, let's skip that one. The next one here is titled Touch and Follow. Abos fell in love with a girl called Amanda, but didn't have the guts to ask her out. So he went to see a native doctor. Surprisingly, all native doctor demanded from Abos was 1 month internet data subscription money, which Abos gladly paid and was given a ring called Touch and Follow. Now all you have to do is touch her with the ring and she is yours, the native doctor explained. Abos left excited. The next day, when Amanda was passing, Abos came out with an excuse and touched her like it was a mistake, but was disappointed when she didn't follow her. Rather, she moved on and was pressing her phone. But on getting home, Abos checked his phone and saw 9 notifications showing Amanda Paul is now following him on Twitter, Instagram, and so on and so forth, all the social media. Abos called the native doctor Baba immediately to inform him, and he replied me, "My son, we have upgraded. Everyone is now digital. Bye to rural village. Welcome to the global village. That was why I did not ask for a cock, the brain of a mosquito, a vulture eye, and groundnut oil, but 1 month internet data to keep me online." That was hilarious. So the next joke here is titled Abos SMS Tycoon. So I read, Abos was in love with a girl but never had the guts to tell her. One day around midnight, he gathered some courage and sent her a text with these honest words: "Mimi, I love you. I want to date you. Please reply and tell me how you feel." A few seconds later, he received a message alert on his phone. He was so scared and too tense to open it that night, so he decided not to check the message until the next morning when he's less tense and in better senses. So he went to sleep. When he woke up the next day, he prayed seriously about the message for good news, went about doing his morning chores, brushed his teeth, ate his breakfast, took a bath, dressed himself up, then climbed into bed and picked his phone to read the message on his phone. This was the response he read: "Dear customer, you have insufficient balance to send this message. Please recharge your account and try again." Whew, that was hilarious. That wasn't what, excuse me, that wasn't what he expected. He got a different response to his expectation. Hey God, this was disappointing. Disappointing indeed. The next joke here is titled Wife Wanted. A man inserted an ad in the classified Wife Wanted. The next day he received 100 letters. They all said the same thing: "You can have mine." Woman like my mother. Fred is 32 years old and he is still single. One day a friend asked, "Why aren't you married? Can't you find a woman who will be a good wife?" Fred replied, "Actually, I have found many women I wanted to marry. I found many women I wanted to marry, but when I bring them home to meet my parents, my mother doesn't like them." His friend thinks for a moment and says, "I have got the perfect solution. Just find a girl who is just like your mother." A few months later, they met again, and his friend says, "Did you find the perfect girl? Did your mother like her?" With a frown on his face, Fred answers, "Yes, I found the perfect girl. She was just like my mother. You were right, my mother liked her very much. The friend said, then what's the problem? Fred replied, my father doesn't like her. What confusion. Thank you so much for listening to my jokes. This is where I'm going to be ending today's smile therapy section. Till we meet again in the next one. Thank you and bye.